I'm Danny Epperson at the enchanting Commodore Theater in downtown Portsmouth. Thanks for joining me for WHRO Cinema 15's feature presentation. We've got love, murder, and mystery, courtesy of the 1944 classic, Laura. Laura is one of Hollywood's most celebrated noir films. It's ranked number 4 on the American Institute's list of the greatest mysteries ever made. It's about a beautiful woman and a New York City detective who becomes obsessed with solving her murder. The movie is captivating and full of noir's thematic sinister shadows, darkened rooms, and stormy weather, and cigarette smokers. It also has a cast of suspects and enough twists and turns to keep you guessing until the very end. It stars Gene Tierney, who fans of Cinema 15 may remember from The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. This time, she plays an advertising executive at the center of a shocking whodunit. Dana Andrews is NYPD Detective Mark McPherson, and Clifton Webb stars as Waldo Lydecker, the murdered woman's mentor. The cast also features a younger and less terrifying Vincent Price.
I can afford a blemish on my character, but not on my clothes.
Critics raved about the film, and it was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, but took home only 1 Oscar for its stylish, moody, and suspenseful black and white cinematography. Vincent Price attributed Laura's success to the timeless and spellbinding beauty of Gene Tierney, but the actress humbly gave credit to the entire production. She said, "I doubt that any of us connected with the movie thought it had a chance of becoming a kind of mystery classic or enduring beyond its generation. If it worked, it was because the ingredients turned out to be right." I'll see you again after the movie, but for now, hit the lights, make it a little noir where you are, and enjoy Laura. One of the things that makes Laura such an enduring classic is the music. Director Otto Preminger wanted to use a Duke Ellington song as the theme, but he was convinced to let composer David Raskin create an original song with lyrics by Johnny Mercer. The song called Laura became a jazz standard recorded by more than 400 artists. Laura. Speaking of naming things Laura, fans of Twin Peaks might be interested to hear that Laura Palmer's name was inspired by this 1944 film. When this film was released, America was still consumed by World War II. Filmmakers of the era had to be sensitive to their audience and to the events happening in the world. Parts of the script were cut because the studio worried that depictions of decadent luxury would be insulting to soldiers serving overseas. Twice in the film, it's mentioned that Detective McPherson has a steel pin in his leg, which was the filmmaker's way of explaining why a seemingly healthy young man wasn't serving in the war. Clifton Webb had not made a movie since 1930 and hadn't seen himself on screen in 14 years. In Webb's biography, he said he almost had a heart attack when he saw his bathtub scene. He said, "It made me realize for the first time that I was no longer a dashing young juvenile." But Webb earned an Oscar nomination for his role, so maybe the shock was worth it. I'm Danny Epperson, and I'll see you next week for WHRO Cinema 15 and another classic movie.